We will be making a resting hand orthosis with the fingers positioned in Intrinsic Plus. So first we're going to make the pattern. So you're going to place your paper towel down on the table, place the patient's arm down on the table in pronation, and then we're going to start by outlining the hand and the forearm. So we're going to go about 2/3 the way down on the forearm and mark that. And then we're going to start by outlining everything. Right now, I'm not going to include the thumb on this outline because we will be making a cutout for the thumb. Okay, and now I'm going to mark some landmarks. So first I'm going to mark the smallest portion of the wrist, the first web space, and also the second web space. So now on the forearm portion, I'm going to extend this out so it's halfway up on the forearm. So I'll just tack on some material. And extend that up. Now we'll be working on the cutout for the thumb. So we're going to start with the dot that we made in the first web space. So we're going to make a dotted line extending down. And once it's in line with the dot that you made on the first web space, then we will stop. Now we're going to draw our cutout. So the thumb portion is going to come down, and then we're going to stop when we get to that landmark that we marked at the smallest portion of the wrist. So that will be our thumb cutout. So now that your pattern is cut out, this is what it should look like, and then here is your thumb portion. So now we're going to put it on the patient to ensure that it has the proper fit. Okay, and then the thumb portion. Okay, we are good. Once your material is ready, you are ready to fabricate. So what we did here, we positioned the wrist on top of a towel. It just allows for a little bit of wrist extension whenever you're fabricating it. So we're gonna line the material up, get the thumb bar out, and then just make sure that the wrist stays in neutral alignment and you don't have any deviation. The thumb we're positioning in palmar abduction. The fingers in Intrinsic Plus. And then just kind of curl the corners around the fingers just a little. If you need to, you can roll the portion around the thenar eminence. So once the material has cooled, then you can mark for any trimmings. This one, I do not need to make any trimmings. But if you need to, some places to look for are to make sure that it's 2/3 on the forearm, halfway up on the forearm, and the hand and the digits. And then make sure that the distal portion does not extend too far beyond the digits, either thumb or the fingers. Once your orthosis is finished, then you can apply the Velcro. So we will have one strap around the wrist, one around the forearm, one that goes on the dorsum of the hand, one around the thumb, and then one around the fingers. So once your Velcro is on, we can don it on the patient. So one strap around the wrist, one around the forearm, one strap on the dorsum of the hand, one around the fingers. You can also divide this up and do 2 around the fingers if you prefer, and one around the thumb.